Yeah.
Okay, we're recording. And
Good.
so if I
Well,
get,
we'll see if this works.
if I get all huffy and turn my stuff off, then that closes the meeting, right?
Yes, when you
Yes.
turn off your computer and leave the meeting, the recording will stop and everything will be fine.
Kathy, help me.
Hey, Kathy. Hi, Jenny.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Pete.
So here I am in Maui.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
my.
Life is rough, Frank. I don't know.
I
I
know.
don't know.
And we are about to leave to go on a helicopter ride over the island.
Mm.
Oh, how fun.
So I just thought I would drop in and say hello and greet everybody and then leave you all to carry on.
So you want to take us up with you?
Okay, come right over.
Take your
Is this your
computer up.
birthday trip? Is this your birthday trip, Frank? For your
Yes,
birthday?
yes.
Happy birthday.
My birthday trip.
Next
Happy
week.
birthday.
Next week.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Next Saturday is the actual day, but
Yeah.
we came a week early.
Yeah, who's
All
counting?
right.
Nice.
Really nice.
So the weather is perfect for an helicopter tour.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you hear me now?
Yes, I didn't have the volume turned up enough.
Okay. So the weather is good enough for an helicopter tour.
It could not be more perfect. It is
Oh.
just beautiful weather. It's about 75 degrees
Ooh,
and
perfect.
it's just wonderful. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Frank.
You didn't get to see the display. I am in
Oh
Maui.
my gosh, it is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're gonna love it.
It's my birthday trip. So
Oh, congratulations.
now I have to go and you all enjoy the trip. I mean, I'll enjoy the trip. You all enjoy the
We will.
meeting. And I will just put myself off of video and on mute. So you'll have to pretend I'm not here because I'm not going to be here.
Okay.
It's a good
Have a
time.
nice time.
Enjoy
See you next
yourself.
Bye. Enjoy.
That is so much fun.
Yeah.
He goes on nice trips. That's nice.
I can't wait till my birthday next year.
Mm.
And I'm going to visit Judith. I'm going to go
Yes.
to Montreal and
Well,
Quebec.
dang, I was hoping you'd visit me.
Well, she lives where I'm going.
That's fun.
I'll come visit you a different time. You live a lot
Okay, all right.
closer. You
They
live a
have
lot
great
closer.
helicopter tours in Montreal.
Oh,
Do you?
really?
They do?
Yes,
I
they
never-
do. I've been on them.
Oh, that would be cool. I think my husband would like that.
Yeah, they got the international airport in Montreal that on the way to the airport, there's, and you can get it through Groupon. There's like a helicopter tour place.
Oh, wow.
I had so much fun. I did it for my 50th birthday
Yeah.
because I was exploring my genealogy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and so we went on a helicopter tour around Montreal and St. Paul's Cathedral. Just spectacular
Oh,
fun.
wow.
It was so affordable. I was so happy. Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite helicopter tours. I did one over Niagara Falls that was great,
Woo.
Mhm.
but they took just a wonderful amount of time, and it really was just so much fun.
Yeah, it's nice when the pilot has something to explain a bit, either a
Yeah.
little history, nothing too complicated, but it's nice.
Right, the old Olympic Village in Montreal, where the
That's
biodome is, and around, it was just spectacular. It was so cool. Funny story. I don't know if you want it live on the internet, but it was very funny. So I'm French, Canadian.
Ah,
My family settled Canada in 1603. One of the original founding families of Canada.
wow.
But I found that out at my 50th birthday.
Oh,
So my cousin swore up and down that we have American Indian ancestry.
Right?
I always was questioning, well, how come I don't know anyone who's American Indian? It didn't make sense. It didn't add up. So I did the DNA test with ancestry.com, and I plugged in all of our relatives. Now I have 52 first cousins on my
Wow.
mother's side,
Wow.
not including my father's side, right? So it's a stupid amount of cousins, like the French Catholics, you know, worse than the Irish. And and we went back on both sides, but I got stuck. The family name is Sirois. So I got stuck. I'm like, okay. So me and my sister took a trip up to Montreal with her daughter, my niece, who that was her 21st birthday also. So we thought, oh, we'll take the kid up for a helicopter ride. And we love Montreal. It's just a beautiful city. I love Quebec City. That's my favorite. And let's figure it out. So the University of Montreal has a genealogy department. And it's November, and we're in this little place called Rimouski. So if you look at the tippity top of Maine, there's the St. Lawrence River, not very far apart. That's Rimouski. It's about, I'd say, 200 kilometers east of Quebec. But it's a tourist town now. There's nothing there in November that's like where people vacation in Eastern Canada, like on the St. Lawrence. But they have this satellite office of the genealogy department of the university. And so my family's from Rimouski.
oh, okay.
So there's even streets, Sirois, in Rimouski. They even have a 7-Eleven that says Sirois, right? I mean, it's like crazy, right? But we still were stuck. We had no idea who was older than my Pepe's father.
Oh,
It was stuck. So we're talking to the only person working there, because no one's there. It's November. We ended up being related to the guy.
Oh my God.
And
Wow.
he got stuck too. So what happened in my family, and now I remember Judith saying maybe she wasn't French, but she speaks French because her husband was teasing her. But us big French Catholic families, everybody named their kids the same thing. So I have a ton of Jean-Baptiste, Philippe, Sirois, like a ton of them, way too many of them. So the church changed the family name because they couldn't keep track of who was who in my family. So they changed the name going back. So that's why we were stuck, because the name changed.
Yeah.
He got stuck in the same place. And so we share a common ancestor with this original regimen of French people from Normandy, commissioned by Louis the 13th to protect, no, I think it actually was maybe it's Louis the 12th, to protect New France and the citizens from the English and the Indians. And that was 1603. And he settled in Rimouski when he retired from the French military. And so the real story is so much more interesting. I mean, it would have been nice to have American Indian, but we didn't have any. And my cousin didn't speak to me for like 2 years. He was so mad because she had sworn. And, what do you know? You know family folklore, right?
Right.
It's not your fault. It's what you knew, right? I didn't do it to prove anybody wrong. I just wanted to see, what is it? No American Indian at all. But boy, am I French.
We,
That's funny.
I've got a bit of a same, not near like your story, but Garber is, I believe, French. We're going to say they are. Bloodline they are, but they changed the spelling. That break where you're the church got involved and said, okay, enough of these. We're gonna have to have some other.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you're chasing your lineage back and somebody changed the spelling of the name and there's a split, one side is spelling it with an A or an E and the other one's backwards the other way.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track. The
it's almost
bloodline
impossible.
shows, but the spelling is difficult.
Yeah, we were just very stuck. And who would have thought that the church did it? Like, I wouldn't have even thought of that. So the family name of Sirois does not have a crest. There is no crest.
Ah.
So, and when you're in the genealogy, like library of the university, all the family crests of the original founders of New France are all around the room, but there isn't a Sirois. So we were de Lumiere, and okay, who knew? Kind of crazy, but neat.
Yeah.
That we saw they have a little museum in Rimouski. It's like it almost looks like it's so tiny. It's such a small city, and I don't want to make light of it, but it looks like if you go to a visitor center off the highway, only if it was a really nice building, right? And we saw the original commission for our ancestor from Louis that settled Canada. I thought, how cool is that?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And then I also found out, which was so funny, that we always thought we were first generation American from my mother's side. We weren't. My mother was born in Lowell,
Oh,
Massachusetts. But my dad was born in New Brunswick.
Huh.
We
Oh.
didn't know that. So we're first generation from my dad. Which, the things you like, okay, now just forget it. Throw it all out. Everybody's just been lying to everybody. Yeah. Very fun.
One of
Folks,
my,
I'm not going to stay tonight, folks. I'm coming down with a stinking cold. So,
oh,
Jenny,
Okay, good night.
That's too bad.
but Jenny,
Feel
before
better.
you go, I got a question. Did you happen to buy a pattern twice?
yes, I've seen your email. but
Okay.
the second one was completely different gauge and needles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
But
the
you
first
didn't.
one.
You didn't have to do that. You could change it in the project and not change the design unless you want to have two designs and two projects.
Oh right, I thought because I downloaded the pattern already for the first one that it wouldn't let me go back in and change for the.
No,
for the
you
second.
can change it.
Oh,
Especially
okay.
because the whole idea is like, let's say you're a designer and you want to sell a pattern. Well, then you're going to be working on it and knitting a sample and making changes while you do that.
Oh, okay.
And then when you sell the pattern, then if somebody buys it and they want to substitute a yarn or whatever, they'll change the gauge and the needles right there in the project of their project.
Right.
It
Okay.
won't change your stuff. So I'll give you that money back, but I wasn't sure that was your emails. So it was a very formal email. And that's why.
Oh, thank you very much. No, I got all the way down to the waist on the other one. And then I just decided I didn't like the way I was doing it really light and airy and lacy. And I really didn't like it. So I've ripped it all out and started again on a much smaller needle and tighter gauge.
Well,
So,
you know what? That happened to me exactly the exact same thing on my first one.
Yeah.
I got down below the to the waist and oh, this looks terrible. My gauge was all over the place and
yeah. I even tried blocking it to see what it would look like, and it didn't look much better when I blocked it. So I just thought, no, it's going to have to go. So it's all out, and I've started again.
Okay, well, I'll just send your money back.
Thank you very much.
For that second one. And
I hope you feel better soon.
right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Please,
feel better.
please take care.
It's
Take
not
care of
COVID,
yourself.
is it?
I don't know. I've been at a 3-day conference this week, and there were hundreds of people there. So I start tonight, so I will test tomorrow to see if it's COVID or not. I'm hoping it's just a cold, but we'll see. Yeah.
It's your fingers.
Feel better.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So I'll see you all next week, folks.
Okay.
Yes.
Take it easy.
See you. Bye. Bye.
Well, I'm glad I caught her because I didn't hear back from her, and so
Right.
sure that was Jenny. And I wondered why she bought two. Well, that's what happens when I don't have all my documentation up yet, but I'll get it there.
Yeah.
Even if you have it, people don't read it. It
No.
happens to all of us.
I certainly never read
I mean,
anything.
well, Frank has had that happen to people too about different things.
Yeah.
Well, would y'all mind clarifying with me along that same line? Like I'm building another pattern with Frank.
Mhm.
So each time you get a new pattern, is that correct? Or do
Mhm.
you I still want to make the one I have, but I just want to change my needle size and thread. Do you go in and update the one you have, or do you activate a whole new pattern?
I can't remember, Cindy.
I think you have to
You do a whole
activate a
new,
whole
you
new
do a whole
pattern.
new pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Your measurements and stuff are already, if you're doing like this same sweater for you and your measurements are the same, your measurements are still in there and you can just choose. It's like, do it for me. But then you're going to change what your gauge and your needle and your yarn is.
Yeah.
And then it will automatically refigure the different
right.
numbers and everything that you need to do to make it fit.
Now, does it charge you for a new pattern, or is it for a different, is it like $2?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
No, it will be a different pattern if you're using a different gauge and everything.
Yeah.
The extra just couple of bucks is if you're getting different fits you want to do of like just a small amount of ease and a lot amount of ease. You want to do that.
Okay.
It'll give you and then it will really give you one pattern with both of those numbers in, kind of like sizing a little bit.
Yeah.
And they would both have to be with the same gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I was confused, but that's my lifestyle. And
I think that's where we all live.
Yeah, we all live there.
I wanted to ask you as well. I am putting 2 threads together. So, when you put the names of the threads in there, you think it's okay, it's worsted, but I'm putting 2 threads, and I don't think that will affect anything in the pattern that I'm building.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't affect
Only
anything.
going
No,
on your
it's just
gauges.
going by your gauge.
Yeah.
And
okay.
you'll see when you're inputting the information for the yarn that there is some of the text box of where you can type actually quite a bit if you want to say that I'm using yarn 1, blah, 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 and yarn 2, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, there's enough space for that. And so it has that for you.
Okay, all right. I'll feel better now. I didn't want to push the pay and then get, so I hadn't done correctly, so good. I'm ready now to begin my sweater.
I like the one you're wearing. Those colors
Yes.
are great on you.
Yeah,
Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
it looks awesome.
That's my
That's
first
your-
one that
Yeah.
shoulder fit, the whole fit is so nice. It's just
Isn't it? It's just
lovely
amazing.
to not realize, wow, that's a whole way off over there and I've got to redo this whole thing. This pattern is very successful in getting it to fit you.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think some it is the design and the way that Frank has actually done the calculations for it to fit on the body. But the other big piece that I had not historically done quite a good job is having the gauge exactly spot on so that it's
Mhm.
that way.
Right.
That it's like, oh, it's kind of close enough if I just,
Right.
yeah, I think this is 6 or 8 or whatever. It's like, it's not
We've
the
all been guilty
same.
of that.
I
We've
think
all
we
done that, I
have.
think.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's when
Oh,
you
that's
wind up
close
giving the
enough.
sweater away to someone else. and it fits.
I think if there was a club for people that had never given a sweater away that didn't fit, it would be a very small club.
Oh, I
Hey.
think so.
Yeah.
When
Sumner,
I
I
first
said,
started out,
I
I was going to say, sorry, I was going to say, I never used to do the gauge when I first started out. You know, when you first begin, you think, oh, what's that? I'm
Right.
not
Oh,
doing
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you quickly learn, oh,
Yes.
it's for a
In the gauge.
reason.
I'll do that now.
Teaches you patience. You want to get
Yes.
started and you want to just go, you know.
You do.
I
You just
really
wanna-
like doing swatching.
What's that, Sumner?
I've come to really like doing swatching.
I love Ron's little swatch pattern. I just love that. It's quick and it's not the boring square. The square wears me. I don't know. I just don't want to do the square. I didn't-
Oh, yeah, his little baby
only-
sweater swatch. Yeah.
I only went this far with his design where it's, you know, you go up and then you do make ones left and right. I didn't even go through the rest of the things, but it covers everything and it's very small amount. And then I don't get so, I don't know, stuck in making that square.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. Sumner, I was going to say, I sent you a message in Ravelry. The dog is now barking. Of course, that's on my side. Great.
Yeah, mine was squeaking his toy running around the house.
I sent you a message in Ravelry. I finished the history of knitting report.
Oh,
If you send me your email address, I'll send it to you.
Oh, I would love to.
It's very good. It's very good.
Did you
Oh,
like the
yay.
egalitarian portion?
Yeah, that was good.
Eh,
The what?
I like to use big words, Judith, and so there was I was
Please.
real happy. There were several different words that I used in there.
Please impress me again.
So,
It was egalitarian.
Ah.
yeah, that's a big word.
That is a big word.
All I envision is an eagle. What does it mean?
No, it just means that it's equal opportunity for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go step away because I have rowdy grandchildren. Should I put this on mute or will that mute everyone since
No, it'll just mute you.
Yeah, it'll just mute
Okay.
you.
well,
Can
way
Can
back-
everybody hear the dog in the background on my side or not?
Very,
No,
very faint.
I
It's
don't.
not
Okay,
even
all right.
visible.
It's okay.
And
It's
Cindy,
in
I
the
just
other
sent you a chat,
I saw it in the chat and I wrote it down. Thank you.
but the chat won't record.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Thank you. I'll
Thank
send
you.
it to you after this.
You
Yeah, I'm
must be
so
very
excited.
pleased, Cindy.
Hmm?
You must be very pleased to have it all done. And
I am to have it done. I'm starting
Yay.
actually to knit on the swatches, and it's so nice to be back to the knitting part again.
congratulations. You should be so pleased.
Thank you.
Yes.
Very good.
What's everybody else working on?
This is up the backside. So can people
Oh,
see it?
that's pretty.
That's
Yeah.
very pretty.
Yeah.
This is a mosaic shawl by a French designer, Dels. It's called the Boucheron. He's from
Nice.
Montreal.
Lovely.
It's a yoke sweater that
Oh,
is
I see.
mosaic pattern.
Pretty.
Yeah. And then the top is mosaic and then the bottom is just straight stockinette.
So
That's nice.
similar to Frank's, kind of. But I think his was a mosaic. I think his was just.
Yeah, this is, and it's so stretchy. And
Yeah.
this, I got to this point before, about 1.5 years ago, and I left it because I just wasn't happy with it. I frogged it last Sunday, and so I started again. And it has this wonderful stretchy neckline,
Yeah, nice neckline.
and it's done like with short rows. It's just a really, really well done pattern. And it was his first pattern that he published. So he's very impressive, very talented guy. He does a lot of dyeing now. But I think if next time I visit Montreal, I will go visit their shop.
What's it called again?
Boucheron. So like the Boucheron region of Montreal. It's named after that area of Montreal. The Boucheron.
How do you remember how it's spelled?
Yeah,
Boucheron.
let's see.
In Montreal.
I think it's an area, but he had said in his pattern description, I've never been there,
Mm-hmm.
but where he grew up in Quebec, the
Mm-hmm.
area where his grandfather was from was calling it Boucheron, Beauceron.
Beauce. Oh, okay. Beauceron. Near Quebec City, there's Beauce, La Beauce. And when you come from La Beauce, you're a Beauceron,
Oh, okay. That
I
makes
think.
that
I
makes
think,
sense. I would think that
Beauceron.
sounds good enough to me.
But it's not in Montreal. It's nearer Quebec.
Near
Quebec
Quebec.
City. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this is designs by Delz, DELZ, on Ravelry.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Take a
and
look.
this is what he looks like.
Well,
That's
you know, I think I've seen it. I've seen him before. I've seen him
Yeah,
on
he's,
when just going through
big.
sweaters. Yeah.
yeah, he's become pretty big. Him and his husband do a lot of patterns.
You bought the pattern just for him.
Well, I wanted the sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You tell my husband.
You
Believe
can
me. I
see,
wanted
he,
this sweater.
he can see, you can see he fits it very well too.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
Yes.
He has
Do
a
you
lot of
find-
patterns that are fun.
Severo, do you find the top down yoke sweater a rounded? How it's rounded with the shoulders?
I think because it's
The increases?
the increases are ridiculous.
Yeah, see?
And I hate counting. Like, I'm a very fast stockinette knitter.
Mhm.
Like I'll just knit and fabric comes out, right? But counting, I don't know if I have the patience for it.
Mhm.
So, and the increases don't follow any pattern like a raglan.
All right,
They're designed to be equally around the yoke.
round, yeah.
So
Stephen West does a lot of that too.
constantly changing, which it's fine, but I find it less fun to knit if I have to count every stitch.
Mm.
Slows you down.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot. So like this for 7 days of knitting, I should be ashamed of myself.
Please, 7 days of knitting, I'd just be on the collar.
Exactly.
Yeah, 7 days of knitting, I should have like the whole, like, I can do the front of a sweater.
Yeah, in a week, we
In a
thought
week.
you'd have it done.
Yeah.
In a week, I do a front of a sweater, right? The back is the second week and then the sleeves and it's done. See you later. This is gonna take me like 4.5 weeks,
Oh, God.
which I don't have the patience for.
Now you know what life's like for the rest of us.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yes.
knitting's supposed to be calming, not
It is.
frantic.
It's not frantic. I just sit and I knit. But I knit with the measuring tape.
Yeah.
Do you stop for supper and such?
Yeah. I work on the telephone with a headset.
A
Ah.
smoothie,
I can
a
knit all
smoothie with
day.
a straw.
Yeah, so I don't knit incredibly fast. It's just I have all this time. So whatever.
Multi-purpose.
Has anyone worked with Soft Yak by Rowan?
I'm not
It's like-
there yet.
A 70% cotton, but it's like 15% yak and 15% rayon or something.
Hmm.
No?
Well, yak isn't like wool
Yeah, I think it's like,
or like
I think
alpaca.
I think it takes the stretch out of it. So I'm trying it. I
Yeah.
ordered it. I'm gonna see what it does. I got a Martin Story pattern I was gonna do for a sweater. And see
It'd be
if
very warm.
it didn't. Yeah, yak is,
Hmm.
because alpaca is really warm. I have a alpaca sweater that I can only wear once a year.
Hmm.
And Boston's a cold place.
Yeah, and I can only wear it once a year. It's really warm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to try something new, and I don't understand. Like this is from Knitting Fever. It's called Chromatic, and it's 85% acrylic
Yeah.
and 15 wool. And then I'm make that and my second strand is going to be 100% wool.
Okay.
But what is acrylic? I mean, it could be anything. It could be, reused water bottles or something. What's
Yeah.
acrylic?
Could be oil.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
acrylic is,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
It's like-
a byproduct from the refinery industry.
Yeah.
a plastic, right?
Polyester,
Yeah.
it's plastic,
Yeah.
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 See what it smells like.
Well, you have to be careful blocking that. It'll melt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did, as you saw that little, wherever my little swatch went,
Yeah.
I did wash it and, hand blocked it and dried it. So, but yeah, with an iron, you can just probably glue it all together.
Yeah, you gotta be,
That'd be
yeah,
lovely, wouldn't it?
you gotta be careful. I just ordered some stuff from Ron, some cotton to do a baby blanket that he did a new pattern for. But it's gonna be crochet in the linen stitch.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
gosh.
forever.
So
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
It'll be 5.5 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, not crochet. Crochet's quick. And it's only a baby blanket.
It's quick and your hand doesn't clamp up.
Knitting that linen stitch is whoa, forever. Look what
Yeah, this
Franklin has. He has
crochet.
what?
So
Franklin has what? 500 stitches on. He's doing a shawl and it's taken him like 6 months already. And he only has like 3/4 of an inch.
wow, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. But no, I thought I would try that too. But
So now I'm concerned about my acrylic.
oh,
My
don't be.
sword.
It's beautiful.
Don't
No.
be,
Very
don't
washable.
worry about it.
The
It's
sparkle
washable.
got me. It was sparkly, I guess. I don't
It's
know.
very pretty.
It will wash and wear just fine. You
Yep.
just don't iron it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't do it in a really hot dryer or anything.
yeah.
Right.
Well, you're
right.
also
It'll be
making it with
totally
wool,
fine.
too.
I've
Yeah.
done it for the grandkids, for the little
Yeah.
guys, and
Mhm.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Just
I
don't
love
iron
that
it.
for baby stuff.
I learned
Mhm.
something today. I had no idea that acrylic was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a petroleum product.
Baby sweaters, blankets, usually people knit them in acrylic because they're messy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wash as well. You can't really stain it.
Yeah.
Well, I got a bunch of sock yarn too that had some acrylic, and the purpose there was that, the sock didn't wear out so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think darning is not a fun thing. I surely that could develop into a fun thing, but to me, it's not. I'm not clever enough to get that done well.
Knitters do not like to sew.
no.
What's that? Who doesn't like to sew?
Knitters. Knitters do not like to sew. They like to do everything in the round, so they don't have any seams.
I love seaming.
Wow.
I like me.
Then I'm coming to
I
your
like
house and you can do all the mattress stitches for me.
Yeah, I love the mattress stitch.
Yeah, I think that's a cool stitch. I really do.
My Martin Story sweater is going to be in 5 pieces.
All right.
No, 4 pieces. Yeah, 4 pieces, and it's mattress stitched.
Yeah.
And it's a
Will it
V-neck.
be bottom up?
Yeah, bottom up.
Bottom up.
So I'm going to do it with an Italian cast on, so a tubular cast,
Mm-hmm.
so that there's no edge on the 2x2
Yeah.
rib. And it just, because it's the cotton sweater and I want the perfect cotton sweater, and the last 2 cotton sweaters I have, I wear them once and I gotta wash them because they stretch out. I've heard some good things about this yak and cotton blend from Rowan, that because of the yak, it doesn't stretch as much,
Mm.
right? The issue, I think, is it is going to be a little bit warmer, even though it's only 15%. But I think it'll keep its shape, and it's a light enough gauge that I could just wear a t-shirt under it. Because I love a t-shirt and a V-neck. I love that.
Also, seaming will help it.
Yeah,
Right.
So
it helps with
seaming
it
will help, and
going out of shape.
depending on what your stitch pattern is that you,
Yeah.
there's some stitch patterns that will hold together more than, just a regular stockinette in a cotton is going to really pull down. And of course,
Right.
a garter stitch is so heavy, it's just going to pull down. So
Yeah.
there's other stitches that you can do. Put it together a little, give it more structure.
Yeah, I didn't want to cable it because that would give it the structure, just like
Yeah.
a simple rope cable.
Mhm.
You could do a slip stitch every. You could do a slip stitch like Frank did on that one sweater every
Mhm.
4th stitch or something like that. And
I was
have-
thinking of that, like the partridge stitch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
a lovely sweater he did.
Mm.
And that is, it's kind of a stitch that's fast and easy to do, but yet it does add that structure to hold it together, so it's not going to slip
Yeah.
around as much.
And it's a nice subtle texture.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. Right.
Very
And I love the look of stockinette. I love the look of it
Yeah.
and the drape of it.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. But I'm very plain. You never see me with a colorful t-shirt on, or no, I'm very plain.
You have that huge painting in the dining room that takes up like.
Oh, I know.
wall.
Isn't
What
that
do you
crazy?
mean you're plain?
Yeah.
Plain.
My clothing.
Oh, okay.
Pardon me.
My artwork is sparkling.
Well, let me show you what I'm working on.
Yes.
Hey, there it is.
Oh, look at that.
So it's crazy stripes.
That's cool. Look at that.
Oh, I
Oh,
love that.
wow.
Wow. That's
Oh, you gotta
nice.
turn around again. I missed-
Wow.
Look at that.
That is great.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
That is
phenomenal.
fantastic.
So
how
this has
did-
been on my to-do wall in front of my computer for a year. And I've had the pattern for almost that long.
Wow.
Finally, got some colors that I like.
How did you do the stripes? Did you just?
It's all short rows.
Oh, it is all short
Wow.
rows.
All short rows.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm got German short rows down really well.
German jam.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful, Sandra.
Thank you.
Very, very, very interesting and
Mm.
striking.
I
Too
love the
many.
German short rows because on the front of the fabric, you can't even tell.
Mm-mm,
Yeah.
No.
So what else is everybody working on?
Oh, I did the Argyle swatch that I like.
Oh, yes.
It's on number
Oh,
4.
yay.
And it has a nice drape. So I did it in a tube.
It's a cute sock.
Yeah. So this is on 3s. And it's a little bit stiff, but it's like a sock weight yarn. But
Ah.
because it's stranded color work, I think I don't know, it's just stiff. So when I did it on 4s, it's remarkably larger, same number of stitches,
Mhm, mhm.
and the drape is much
Different.
better.
Yeah.
It looks much
Has a little-
softer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's enough to pop into a Phrancko to find out how much yarn to use.
Yeah.
And I think the width of one of these Argyles, that has to be 3.5 inches.
Looks like
That'll
it.
be, that'll be great for like a tab on the shoulder. Or a saddle. I would call it a tab, but a saddle. Yeah, I like it. And then I get to, Ron has the yarn.
But it's so
So,
nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's
gonna
that
be great.
camper. It's a real
Mhm.
woolly fingering
Yep.
weight.
Mhm.
But that I can knit it on 4s, I think, will mean that I'm not gonna just knit it for 6 months, right?
What did you knit your shawl on? That was
Still, you stab us with those in not 6 months. Mine definitely went into 6 months.
Yeah, no, it'll take a full like month and a half, I think.
Oh,
6 weeks then.
No, God.
Yeah, I think it'll take a full month and a half. But yeah, and then I'll be able to plug it in and see how fast I can make it up because I like it.
I haven't finished saddle shoulders. If you're impatient, maybe just do it on Frank's. But if you're not patient, if you are patient, then I've probably got another week's worth to work to do.
I am very patient because I decided to pick up the Beauceron,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay.
And I've got the Martin Story sweater coming in.
All right. Okay.
That I make.
But I've got the wedding out of the way.
I got 2 solid months
Oh.
before I'm gonna get impatient.
Okay. Well, I've got the wedding out of the way, so I am working on the saddle shoulders.
Mhm.
I
And
just
did you
didn't
get
work on-
everything finished, Catherine?
Yes, it was a beautiful wedding, and it was so neat. My friends Nancy and Aniki, so they got married, and they had 2 other friends, and Naniki used to do like plays and stuff, and so she wrote this little Shakespeare play, and she and Nancy are both half Italian, half English, and so they both have Italian last names, and it was all about Fair Verona and this and that and where they met. No, they didn't meet in Fair Verona, but they had the scribes in the background doing this thing, and
Wasn't that
then they were like, well, actually, it was Shala and Davida, not Capulet and Montague, and it was really sweet and funny, and it was just great. And then they did their vows and everything. Oh, and when
That's
they were doing their
gorgeous.
vows, I was like, the wind came up for Friday, the day before, and actually I had boulders holding the tablecloths down.
Wow.
So windy, the
Oh.
boulders rolled off the tables.
Wow.
wow.
Pens flew over, ripped, and some of the joints, actually, one of them even snapped.
Mm.
It was 15 minutes after we finished setting everything up.
Wow.
So the next day I was like, well, do we really want to put the tents back up? But we did. And it was a good thing. It started raining
Yeah.
right when they were doing their vows. So
Wow.
anyway, but it was great. It was a great wedding, and you know it's successful when people don't leave. And I think the last people, well, Nancy and Aniki, they left at 10:30. It started at 3:30. So
Oh, isn't
yeah,
that-
it was really nice.
Beautiful.
But it took me 2 days to recover.
Yeah.
And my fingers are just now, because I was weeding so much, they got really sore. So I haven't even knit anything.
Mm.
But I am ready to get back. And today I started working on Phrancko. I mean, not Phrancko, but Knit Whiz again,
Mm.
getting the saddle shoulder done. And
Okay.
I owe Frank, I forgot to tell him I owe him a little bit of money too. That's okay. I'll tell him that next time. I'll email him.
Yeah, but I'm very patient on that. I'm definitely, I'm committed. I will make it happen.
Yeah,
I'm very excited to be able to do it.
I know. It's going to be gorgeous.
Little bit concerned about how I would size it to other sizes. Right? So I think it might just end up being my sweater.
You'd have to take that.
That's okay.
That's one of those things where it's an 19-inch multiple, and you'd have to do a multiple of 19 inches, and the next size would be 19 inches. I mean, 19 stitches more,
Right,
because you wouldn't want to break up the pattern when you're going around.
right.
So yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you could kind of break it up underneath the arms if you needed to
if you
make
want
it
to,
bigger, but you're not going to really make it smaller.
no.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's going to be a one-off, my size, but I do think it'll be wonderful.
yes,
A couture custom piece.
That's
that's right.
Cindy, may I ask you, on your report about your knitting that you've written?
Yes,
Do you have to be a master knitter or involved in the same group you're in to be able to read your report?
no. If you are going through the Master Knitter program, you can't copy my report.
Oh, no,
That's
I'll
the-
never be going to
that's
the
the-
master knitter.
That's the only
way too
thing,
high
but
for me.
No, if you want to send me your email in
I would
chat, you can do
gladly.
that too. And I'll
And
do.
where do I put that in the
In
chat?
chat, right here.
Um,
Yeah, in the chat. Just do it, and you can say to send it just to me.
Let's see if I can find that while I'm here.
If you click on her name, there's 3 dots on the top. It lets you chat her or pin her. Just chat her.
Let's see here.
I don't even know how to pin anybody. I'm glad you didn't do that to me. I am so not conversant. Oh,
Is it raining anywhere besides Long Island here?
Yeah, it's raining here. And we're going to have
It's not
huge
right
thunder.
We
now
got
today,
thunder and
we
lightning
haven't.
wicked over here.
oh gosh.
Oh yeah,
No, it's actually about 65 finally today.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's only 85 here.
Yeah, we're 80.
it's cold and wet here
Yeah.
too.
What?
We
What,
were supposed to have
Denise?
rain tomorrow. I don't know if we will.
So, and you're in Southern Australia, right? Correct?
Yeah. Yeah, right down the south.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool that you have penguins.
Yes, it is.
I love that. We have puffins.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
They
pretty.
are. They're cute.
I think the oddest animal we have is the platypus. I mean, that's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Yeah.
I got it, Joe
There
Ellen.
one.
Thank you, ma'am. I can't imagine getting to go out and see a platypus. That's just wild.
Yeah. Well, they're poisonous, the men. The male
Yeah.
platypus are very,
Yeah, if they bite you, yeah.
they have a thorn on their back
Oh,
that is
Oh.
venomous.
wow. I would have walked right into that one, but I don't usually walk up and pet a wild thing.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I think
Yeah,
I've
they do
seen
that
the-
little spur. They stab you with
Yeah.
the spur, and
Mm, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but they're so damn cute.
yeah. Well, and the kangaroos and the little wallabies and all that stuff, that looks awfully cute, but you know,
Yeah.
that'd poke you right in the eye if you weren't careful.
Well,
Yes, they will.
the kangaroos not, the kangaroos are quite big.
Yeah.
They can be 6 feet.
Yeah.
And if they jump out in front of a car, in most
Oh.
cases, your car's a write-off.
Mm.
Yeah, that's like us
And-
with the deer.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
Yeah, it
exactly.
would be too. Yes.
Yeah, the whole front end goes.
Yeah.
And then the moose,
Yeah.
because we go up to northern New Hampshire sometimes, and boy, those moose. It's
They're
like
big.
it's a semi-tractor trailer standing in front of you. They're
Mm.
humongous.
Yeah, if you're on a motorcycle, it's really dangerous.
Mm.
Oh, it would be.
I know some people that have
Yeah.
clipped a deer and
They're
or
rough.
even a chicken,
Mm.
and it, you know, you got this chicken all right in your face. It's just-
Does anybody else have any more questions or anything they wanted to share or show?
I got something. This is my UFO I've had for like 3 years, and I decided to pick it up again. And it's a shawl, not a shawl, but it's a scarf. And
Oh,
that's
that's pretty
neat.
yarn.
yeah,
I like that.
I went to the yarn shop one day, and this lady had not a demonstration, but she had she had the scarf there, and being cheap as I was, I counted the stitches to see how she did it, and I came home and I started it.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
it's 10
That's
seed stitches on each end, and then it's 20 stitches in the middle, and then you do 2 rows of purl on the other side to make your little ridges.
Oh, nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Very pretty. I love the colors.
Yeah,
too.
I
Soft.
it's pretty long, so, but I got not too
Yeah.
much left. So
That's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
we all have these UFOs hanging out, and you said, you know what? Let me finish this.
Yeah,
So,
this was mine.
yeah, see, there we go. All of us got stash and UFOs and knitting needles with all kinds of projects on it, and then you say to yourself, what was I doing with this?
Right.
Or why was I doing
Well,
this?
yeah, where is the pattern to this?
I was bored.
I
A lot of
one
times
the-
mine is, where the heck are those needles? I know I
Yeah,
have a size.
exactly.
I know I
whatever,
have
They're
them.
but I can't
somewhere in
find
in a
it.
drawer or something.
They're
Yeah.
in some project.
Yeah,
That's me.
Yep. Well, I'm glad to hear all y'all say that.
yeah, we all do. I have needles on one with the shawl, and it's all kinds of yarn overs, and I'm saying, why did I start this?
Judith, what are you working on?
A sock. What a
A
surprise.
sock. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, one of the things I have to do for, oh, that's pretty. I like the color.
That's nice. Sock monkey.
I have to do socks, a sock, an Argyle sock for level 2. So I'll have to get you and Sumner to help me. 'Cause
Ah.
I've never done an Argyle
Does it have
sock
to be
before.
traditional?
Yes.
Okay, so you got to seam up the back. Okay,
Argyle socks are knitted flat.
then it's flat. You got to seam them up the back.
Wow.
Well, you don't you knit the kind of toe or the foot
Yeah, you knit the foot
in the round,
in the
right.
round, but
and then
the
then
leg
the other
is
part is
flat.
open. Yeah.
and then you seam it up the back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
looked at it.
Oh,
and just
God,
kind of
love
gave
you.
me the
Yeah.
heebie-jeebies. I'm like, oh.
Doesn't Elizabeth Zimmerman have some kind of thing with her sock? She knits up from the back too. She does it all in garter stitch, but I think you knit up the back.
Yeah, this you have to mattress stitch it together.
Yeah.
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 Well,
I
there's
think-
I think
Yeah,
that'll
you
be
got
made
it.
in the
Every-
round.
yeah.
Can do them in the round.
Well,
You
there's
have to
plenty of
match it
tutorials.
For
everyone.
well, you can, but for this criteria for the level 1 or level 2 project,
You have
it
do
has to be that
Traditional.
it has to be the traditional.
Tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of
They tell you
tutorials
what it
on
has.
Yeah. There's plenty of.
Well, I'm gonna do level 2 after I do level 1, but I'm gonna wait till the instructions change.
You might be waiting a long time.
Yeah.
That's okay too, Cindy.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, well, the Knitting Guild's got a lot of tutorials on mattress stitching and putting all these things together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just watching some of Suzanne's this morning because I've got to do the mattress stitch with the seaming on the a seed stitch one, and
Mm,
how you have to do that so that it
right.
matches up exactly.
That's trickier, yeah.
Yeah.
Carrie
Mhm.
from
It
Very
is trickier.
Pink,
Mhm.
Carrie from Very
It is.
Pink Knits has a really nice tutorial on the different mattress stitch directional seams,
Mhm.
which I've found helpful.
Yeah, I used some of her stuff for my references in level 1, and they were all accepted. She did good. I like how she explains things sometimes too.
Yeah.
Just it is very understandable.
Who are you talking about? Susan Bryan or
Sue.
somebody else?
Well, I like Suzanne, and I used a lot of hers. I also used a lot of Arinda Holidays. But who we're talking about is it Stacy Perry? Is that her
Oh,
name?
Stacy. Yeah,
Is
Stacy. I always
Ah,
want to call her Carrie.
Stacy Perry,
Very-
a very
very pink.
very pink knit.
Yes.
Very Pink
Mhm.
Knit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I love her tutorials.
And I like her slow-mo that
Yeah.
she does
Mhm.
too.
yeah.
I do too.
Yes.
And some of it, it's just very, very helpful to see exactly how to do it. And
The girl from Texas.
well, I was too, Walter.
Oh, all right, there you go. I was stationed in Amarillo in my Air Force
Oh, were
days.
you? Oh, wow.
Yes,
Wow.
the hottest place in the world.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
So,
I think my daughter would argue with you, Yuma, Arizona.
but that's dry heat, isn't it?
And so is my oven.
Yeah. So it's my
120 if
oven.
you're lucky.
Yeah, no thanks. So is my oven.
Oh, gosh.
Well, Sumner, you have cool
Anything
nights
else,
up there,
Phrancko?
don't you?
No, it hasn't been.
Hasn't been, no?
Generally we do, but no, it has not been.
Yeah,
It didn't get below like 75.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I guess we're lucky in Long Island. It's been hitting like 68 at night, which is not too bad. So,
Sumner, when we lived in Watertown,
Yeah.
I used to call it Camp Watertown because
Yeah.
you know how the
Yeah.
houses are like 4 inches apart,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
and everybody has their windows open, and it's 80 degrees even at night, and it's
And
just
no one had air conditioning.
no one had air conditioning.
And you
No,
hear everybody
Everybody's
snoring.
neighbors in their houses because they're like they're in your house,
yeah,
just like a room away. I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to let y'all know that we've got about a half a minute. And if there's any special thing y'all want to communicate back or forth, as far as I'm concerned, we could stay here till midnight, but I have a feeling that there's a cost involved and
Yep.
I have to turn it off. So I'm just letting you know,
Yeah.
if you want to say your adieus. anyone.
You.
Adieu.
Joe.
Bye, everyone. It's been so nice to see you.
Take it
Yes.
easy.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye,
See
everybody.
you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.